Can't be that funny.
How's that rank in terms of big nights, Sean?
Well, I think we've been worked very hard over the years to get some big nights and big moments on the on behalf of the club side of things and for the players. Some real historical moments. But I think there's still something really special about this club and about winning here and about for our fans, of course, as well. Close to the last couple of seasons with 2-2s, and they've come back. Tonight it didn't feel like that. I think once we got our nose in front, we handled the game well, which is not easy here. They've only lost once here this season in the league, so it's not easy. And as the game wore down, I just thought we could see it through. I didn't have that same feeling I've had in the past, and we did see it through. So, but back to the point, for our fans, travelled in numbers again. They stayed with us against Leicester with a few question marks, because we'd had a tough run. And then the weirdness of football. You've taken 6 points against 2 top 6 sides, and it all looks different. That's the marvel of the modern game, I suppose, and the marvel of the Premier League, how quickly it turns and it shifts and looks different. Yeah, I thought that was a really pleasing thing. I mean, I've always been proud of the lads' fitness, the way they look after themselves, and to come out the game on Sunday and play here and deliver another, very strong physical performance and the demands of the modern game. I was really pleased with that, and the attention to tactical detail and, all the things we often have to do. It's never easy for us in any game of the Premier League. It's you're going to come here and probably not see the ball anywhere near as much as even we do. We don't dominate the ball very often, but you don't see a lot here. So therefore, you've got to do all the sort of other side of the game properly. And I thought they did tonight. They delivered, the shape, the tactics, everything. And then we found 2 big moments, and fantastic moments they were. Yeah, I mean, we've said over the last few weeks, set pieces are still an important part of the game, and I think we're very good at them. The players are very good at them. I think every time we get a set piece, we look like we've got a chance of scoring, and the players believe that. You can tell it. And a brilliant header from Ben Mee. I mean, he's brilliant the other day from one of the goals, and fantastic. But Woody reads it really well. It's something I speak to him a lot about, anticipating the game, because I still think he's got more to come with that. Woody, I mean. And then the second one's, I think, it's a brilliant goal. I think the build-up, I think 2 centre-forwards linking. Everyone knows I like playing 2 centre-forwards, but when they link, it's really difficult for a centre-half to play against. And the link play, and then an absolutely top-draw finish. So, yeah, I mean, if there's ever a goal worthy of winning a game, then that's a goal that is worthy of winning a game. It's what, sorry? 10 goals ago. Yeah, well, that's a good marker. I mean, it's not an easy task scoring goals in the Premier League, and as you said, he's scored well again so far. More to come. J-Rod as well. I'm pleased for him. I'm pleased for Matt Loughton today. He got through in last minute really this morning, because Bardo would have probably played, but he twisted his back the other day, looked uncomfortable with it, so I made that decision. He still wanted to carry on, but I called it. I think Loughton's done really well tonight, and it's not easy coming in last minute there, and I thought he had a really good performance too, amongst many. No, I think, look, I've always been interested in the table after the last whistle of the season, not the first. That's the important table. The bit in between we all just talk about, and the ups and downs, the ins and outs, results come and go. But it's the end of the season that's the really important table. That's the one when you really know where you're at.
United have conceded around 40% of their goals from set pieces. What kind of weaknesses do you spot when you prepare again?
Well, it's certainly not for me to start questioning others. I tend to not do that. We focus on ourselves. We want good delivery, quite obviously, going into the box. We have dangerous players, we feel, who have an eye to attack the ball with a body language and a purpose that can create trouble and score goals. And we've shown that, year on year, but particularly the last couple of years. And so I'm pleased from that side of things. But I'm certainly not going to start questioning other teams.
Were you surprised they didn't roll back? I mean, you played better and not got 3 points.
Yeah, but that's the complexities of football. It's.
Did you go again then when the VAR comes with the short head, or did you think that was?
Well, the foul on Matt Loughton. No, that looks a foul. Yeah, I mean the force. To be fair to him, Martin, I said there's got to be a foul. He said they're looking now, but he said I think that probably is going to be a foul. I was a long way away, but it looks like 2 arms in the back. that was probably their only moment, really. No, they had a couple of shots. Popey, I think, made a good save near post, actually. But a lot of stuff from distance. And I mean, look, don't get me wrong. We had to fight. We had to camp in at times. You know, that's the way it goes. You're at Man United. It's not an easy task winning at these places. It's very rare when you look down. Even at the moment, you know, the few ups and downs, that, you know, transitional period maybe and all that sort of stuff, it's still a tough place to come. So I'm certainly not going to take anything away from our players to come here and get a big result tonight.
Sean, just word on J Rod as well. He's obviously had to buy this time a little bit to start because the form of Barnsley and Woody, but terrific tonight for a few weeks.
Yeah, pleased. You know, he works ever so hard. He's learning. He's connecting better with his teammates, and he hasn't. You know, that takes time. You know, Barnsley and Woody have played together a while here with the roughly the same group. Obviously, we have made changes, but you get connections, on-field connections, and I think he's beginning to learn that. And there were signs of that, well, quite obviously with his goal, because it's good, clever play between him and Woody. You know, he's a great lad. He's a great pro, that's for sure. And he's kept his head right, and he's kept working. And it's great to see him get his rewards, you know, certainly on big occasions like tonight. And of course, he's a local lad and a legend. So, you know, that's certainly not going to harm that side of things, that's for sure, scoring a goal like that at Old Trafford and winning.
Sure, this stadium used to be an intimidating place for opponents to come, but it's not good that way for your team. What do you think that is?
Well, I think you know, Sir Alex left, and that's always going to be tough. We're seeing it with Arsenal, you know, as well. You know, how you get that flow to continue for a long period is difficult, I think. Then you've got change of managers, then you've got changing players. It's quite obvious, I think. They're going a lot younger now over the last sort of 6 months. You know, even high-quality young players, you know, still have to learn. You know, we all know about the class of 92, but at the end of the day, that's never been done again by anyone. So that's how tough that is. So I personally have a lot of respect for Ollie and what he's trying to do here, because there's demands here, quite obviously. But on the other hand, there is quite an obvious shift, it seems to me, by a lot of young players coming through and trying to build that momentum once again from probably a base that's a bit younger and then for years to come. I don't know whether that's their plan, but that's what it looks like from the outside looking in. And that takes some steel to go through the ups and downs of that period to get it into a bigger and better place somewhere down the line. But it's not easy. It's not easy. Look how long it's taken Liverpool. Fantastic as they are at the minute, but it's taken a while. You know, even for Jurgen Klopp, he's done a brilliant job, but it's still taking season 4 or in season 5 or whatever it is. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy.
Is Barnsley likely to be fit for the weekend?
We'll see. He's got a chance. I mean, he wanted to play tonight, but I called it in the end because he didn't look comfortable, and it's hard. You know, you come into these places, you want everyone maximum. You know, everyone at maximum, and I think if you're carrying something, it's not easy. So we'll see. He's working well. He's got a chance of being involved at the weekend. We'll make a decision on that.
And just Ben Gibson not involved again tonight, more sort of speculation surrounding his.
Yeah, so you can continue with that one. That's all right. You can anyone you want tonight. You can say what you want. Right, what you want, say what you want. I'll be all right. I'll be smiling tomorrow morning. Don't worry.
Still expect him to be here come February, though, Ben.
We'll wait and see. Like every player. You know, our history suggests they do leave us at some point, you know, all of them. Even the ones that I said no, they still leave at some point when that figure hits a figure. So I'm not going to start making big statements about people definitely being here and all that. No, he's going along nicely. We keep tabs with him. We know what he's doing. I know Mark Warburton well, and he's very pleased with him. So, yeah, just monitoring situations like we do. He's one of ours, so, you know, we're in control of that situation like all the others.
Neil?
Okay. Cheers, thanks.
That's Alex's red wine.